I have to continue my electric fence around the whole garden and chicken area, and to do that I've got to trim the grass, which is growing pretty high now. You can see here it's pretty tall. I've got this Ryobi weed eater that I got off Craigslist a while back for $30, and it uses the same battery pack as what I have. It was brand new, never opened. Well, the guy had taken out the battery and the charger and kept that and sold the weed eater. It wasn't even put together. I just put it together a few minutes ago and gave it a test run before I grabbed my camera. But I'll set up the camera here and show you. The thing works. And it's very lightweight and easy to work with. So I like it. It's going to do the job for me. So I've got to trim all this grass here along the fence line where it's actually higher for some reason, so I can do my electric fence. I generally don't like weed eaters because they're a killer on the back, but this is really lightweight. It's really convenient. Take the fence with it. I like it. It gets the job done. Rips right in there. You can see how tall the grass is here in places. Look at this. And it's shredding it right down flat. It's a good weed eater. I think the Ryobi tools are all really good. I also got to get out my push mower, and I'm going to have to push along and trim this wider. And especially in the back area, it's growing. All this rain we got, and now the sun. Now the birds are going to love it when I trim next to their area. Here the grass is really long now. And out in the meadow here it's getting really long. So I got to urgently order the parts for that riding mower, because this is going to be a bugger to mow by hand. But I have to keep it down or the ticks will get me. Funny enough, over here where it was already mowed is where it's growing the fastest, and that's weird. So I'll get my mower going as well, and hopefully it won't require much work to get it going again after all the winter. Hopefully just some gas and get pushing on it. Anyway, I got to cut all the grass, cut along the fence line, and string up my electric fence. Now the electric fence is going to be about a foot or so out away from the normal garden fence, so that I can get in here with the, actually I might even make it a width away, a push mower width away. I'm not sure how I want to work this, but either way I want to be able to get in there and trim conveniently. Look at how tall the grass is over there. So I got to get it done. That's my goal for the day, is to get the chicken electric fence up and get this grass cut down. Otherwise the ticks are going to get bad, and then the raccoons will get in there and eat my babies, which I don't want to have. Uh-oh, that's not an experience you want to have. I don't know if that showed up on camera. The little baby bird has found a yellow jacket, and the yellow jacket chased the baby bird away. That's funny. Well, it'll learn. Once is enough on that. So they're all out and mingled together. Everybody's free to come and go as they please. And the big birds are cleaning up the scraps of the babies. When I feed them in the morning, I keep the big birds locked up for a little while until the babies have eaten. and then I let them all out. So they're all free ranging now. Everybody's free ranging. It's nice. And the babies are eating happily. They're all stuffed with food. And nobody's hurting anybody. They all get along peacefully. And that's a good thing. Well, the thing fired right up. I changed the gas. I dumped out the old gas because of course it had water in it. They put alcohol in our gas and it always fills up with water. It's really annoying. You gotta buy new gas every three months. So anyway, I had to dump the old gas and put fresh gas in, and it fired right up on the first pull. That is a nice mower. I picked it up on the side of the road free last year. I love it. The thing has served me so well. What was wrong? Carburetor needed cleaning last year. Picked it up on the side of the road for free, cleaned the carburetor, put gas in it, and the thing ran. Been using it ever since. Good machine. Really nice to have. So I'm going to mow this whole section here at least where it's taller. Get that out of the way and mow around the electric fence line. That's got to be done urgently. I got to figure out something to put a weed barrier along where the fence is going to be. They've got weed barrier, but it's 4-foot wide strips. I guess I could cut it into 2-foot wide sections and then put it down and put my stakes through that. That would work, I guess. But it'd take a lot of rocks to cover that weed barrier and mulch. So that's got to be done. The birds are loving it. I stirred up some bugs and stuff. They're happy, but they're doing alright now. So anyway, back to mowing, get this job done. Okay, it's break time. I got it all done. All at once. All done. All around the fence, under the fence, a couple feet beyond the fence. All done. Some people think I don't work much because I don't show it all on camera. This is about the pace I work at. All day, every day. And then I hurt at night. But I get it done. Just got to do it. There's just so much to do. Well, I don't even know what time it is. I haven't even had breakfast yet. I've been out working. I'll show you what I just did. Got some happy birds, at least I hope I will tonight. I got dirt in my throat and nose. The baby birds. They still act afraid of me for some weird reason. I guess it's their nature. They're all afraid because of what I was just doing. They're all stirred up. That's pretty. I put some fresh boards on the bottom. I pulled out the rotting junk and I cleaned this out nicely and put bedding through and through. See, there's different nesting boxes. They do use these boxes. They roost on these, they actually roost on the perches in the middle. And the little girl's been laying her eggs right here all the time. So hopefully, she hasn't laid eggs in 2 days. So I'm hoping that a change of bedding is gonna make her happy. Hopefully. I got a lot of junk in my throat. I'm thinking about putting a board here along this edge because what they're going to do is scratch that out. And I'm going to cut a piece that fits along here, and then they can come up and then jump over. It won't stop them from getting in. I originally didn't do it because I figured that would block them, but that isn't going to bother them at all. So just a short board to keep them, because they're going to scratch in this, they're going to eat it and scratch in it and throw it around, and then within a couple days it's going to be outside. So I'm going to go have lunch and then I'll do that, but I should have some happy birds tonight. The babies, sadly, every time I grab my camera, they're in their own hole, but a minute ago they were all throughout here, happy and eating and picking away. Oh, and it's feeding time, so they went inside to eat. That's why these guys are nervous. Well, anyway, they were all over here running around. I'll try to catch it on camera next time. But I let that air out for a while and going for lunch. It's supposed to rain again. So it's not the prettiest day, but it sure is nice out. I mean, it's not too warm. Let me see if he's going to make a liar out of me. Little guy is becoming tamer. Huh? You going to run away from me now? Come here. It's okay. Sit still. It's alright. It's okay. Come on. Be a good bird. See, he knows I protect him from the big boys, don't you? Huh? Anyway, I don't know why chickens are afraid by nature. Doesn't make sense. Well, lunchtime. I threw the chicken filth. I had some old cardboard that was on the bottom. That's all caked up junk. I threw that in there. I'll tail it in. And I scattered the chicken poop all over the garden. Natural fertilizer. It's a good thing. I think I'm going to have to mow this before I till it. It's gotten out of control. This is where the chickens used to live. And where the chicken tractor ran all the time. You can tell where they stayed for a couple days longer each time. It's really out of control here. So I'll probably mow that as well. My plants aren't growing. I guess because the cloudy, rainy days, they stopped growing. I don't know if that's normal or not when it's raining and cloudy. But I guess I'll find out. They're still alive. Well, since I like to review products, and just for the people out there who want to stir up strife, I paid for this myself. This is not a paid commercial. I really like this Ryobi weed eater. The only complaint I have is it's a little bit short. Actually, it's very short for my liking. If you were going to do it a long time, it would be very hard in the back, but it really does a job. I just trimmed all the way around the whole garden perimeter, and I finished the whole job, and it tore up. It went through leaves, it went through twigs, it went through grass, it went through everything. Actually, gotta be careful, it'll rip up the fence. You can see here and there where I snagged it. It'll rip up your fence. This thing is no joke, but it did a good job. Trimmed the whole perimeter all the way around. I like it. It's a good tool. It's powerful. Does a job any weed eater should do, but my only complaint is it's a little bit short. Ryobi, if you ever see this, It should be longer. I don't know why it's so short, but that's if there was an extension, would be nice, because that is just way too short for a normal man. But otherwise, I'm impressed. It did the job, and that battery lasts long enough, so no complaints here. This is what I was telling you about. Look at that. They're cute. Everybody getting along together. That's neat. The roosters are actually protecting the babies. I picked up one of the babies and it squealed in fear, and the rooster came after me. Look at them all. This is nice. All run around together. That's what I'd hoped. And something else really nice. I never even got the door shut yet. And look here. Look at that. Got an egg. So she just wanted her litter changed. Now she's happy. Nice clean egg. It's actually clean, noticing that. It's completely clean being laid in there. Okay. Well, I'm going to close that up because it's going to get wet. And maybe feed everybody. It's awkward because when I feed the babies, I have to feed the big ones too, because of them being mixed. Well, this thing has withstood a lot of weather, a lot of attacks, a lot of animals, and it works. My chicken tractor. So now they're permanent home. I gotta build them a bigger one though. Yeah, okay, we'll get some food. I'll put the camera down and feed everybody. They're begging. I was reading about chickens this afternoon. I took a bit of a break, and these guys are fed indoors so that they stay away from the babies, but I spread out the babies' food everywhere, all over here and all over here, so they learn to free range. See, I spread the food out everywhere. Come on, baby birds. Come on. Come on, baby birds, over here. Now they're looking for their food in their other spot. 3 dumb ones. Well, anyway, I spread the food all around, as you can see here, and in different places, so that they'll, I've got it in 3 different places in little piles, so they can learn to free range now and scratch for their food and search for it. Well, I was reading that online, because they're big enough now they should be able to start handling themselves. And they're eating everything in sight now. And I might have to extend the chicken area. Depends on how much they start to eat, but I might have to extend this a bit. We'll see how it goes when they get bigger. Keeps raining on and off, so I've got my rain gear on. Somebody asked me why they don't see me on video wearing my rain gear. Well, because it's raining when I'm out here and can't use the camera, but right now it happened to stop. So I grabbed my camera. I'm trimming saplings up to use for stakes, anti-hawk netting. I'm going to put it above the chicken area. You wouldn't believe it was just pouring rain a few minutes ago. It's funny. This stuff has to be trimmed down anyway to put into the mulching machine. So, it's got to be done. think these are still growing. I do believe they're still growing. Now it's a few stakes to get started. What I'm going to do is take all these little stakes that may extend my chicken area higher so I can run some string, some thread above it. And that should keep the hawks from jumping or coming down and attacking my babies. Those baby birds are fine little morsels for a hawk. So I'm going to stop that. I'm going to take these over there and build myself a hawk proofing. What I've done is put branches up higher on most of my stakes here, if you can see them, and now they're over my head. Some of the stakes were still over my head, which is fine. And now I'm going to run some thread back and forth over those stakes and hopefully keep the hawks from coming down inside here. We'll prove the theory in the next couple days. I don't know if you can see the lines crisscrossing over my head. You probably barely see that stuff. I am crossing it back and forth. Right here is where I ran out of string. This was some string that I had recycled from my garden from last year, and it's above my head so I can walk without ducking underneath it. And I'm going to crisscross it a bunch and keep it above my head so I can just walk through here, and it should hawk-proof this place. I think that no hawk in his right mind is going to want to come down in here, even for such a tasty little morsel like these. So that'll be proven here soon enough. I'm going to finish this up. Looks like it's about between 7 and 8 o'clock right now. It's getting late. But I'm going to finish this up. And before it's dark, I'll have it done. And it's going to be good. Hawk proofing. Well, I've got line crisscrossed all over above my head. Hawk proofing all the way across, and I can walk standing up without even ducking my head. All the way across. I've got posts up on every, well, all over the place. This stuff crisscrosses everywhere here, see? So I don't think I'm going to have any hawks coming in here. My little baby should be alright. That's their nighttime going to bed sound. I don't know why they do that, but they make that sound when they're going to bed at night. They think they're going to stay outside tonight. And they're not correct. They're going to bed. They're going to be secured because I don't have my raccoon proofing done yet. Hawk proofing is up. Raccoon proofing still to come. I might run a couple more lines up here. I'll see how this looks tomorrow. Get an idea how it's going to look. But boy, I'm sure you can't see that, can you? I don't know. I won't tell until I get the this on video or on the computer. If you can see those lines or not up in there. Yeah, I guess you can, somewhat. I'm shaking them so you can sort of see them moving. Anyway, it's pretty nice. All the way above my head. So there's hawk proofing. Again, I'll be able to see it better tomorrow, but I think I'm going to run another post here, up high here, and then run another strand close along this edge over to that post there. And that'll then certainly make sure that this is fully covered and protected This is crisscrossed along. I might even take another one from that pole in that corner and run it to extend that one up and run it up. And then there won't be any trouble. There will never be hawks coming in here, I'm sure of it. Because a hawk, from what I've understood and studied, will not enter an area that he cannot easily get out of in a hurry. And with this stuff up here, as much as I've got, he's not coming in. So that's one danger gone. Thankfully I didn't lose a baby the other day. My big roosters fought him off. So that's good. Well, that's it for today. Another day gone.